Well, you have to excuse my surprise here. I mean, and it's genuine, obviously. And I don't know about you, but I would have never guessed that a game that's entire existence is based on a fish pun wouldn't be that good. And yet here we are. I'm playing this thing, and I'm expecting the deliciousness you would expect from a game called James Pond. And yet all I get is a mouthful of algae. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna go krill myself. So this is a game that, for some reason, you've probably at least heard of. Seems like everyone's heard of James Pond. It's one of those games that's gotten this cult following on the internet. Of course, I'd remind you that this is the same internet that once liked MySpace. So, it shows what the internet knows. James Pond is like the MySpace of video games. Only without cute girls posting bulletins of their low-cut tops. Alright, MySpace was awesome. But, that's more than I could say for this freaking thing. Originally released back in 1990, James Pond came to a bunch of different platforms, but you probably know it from the SEGA Genesis. Either that or the Acorn Archimedes. You know, either or. Plays a secret agent, fish, tadpole thing called James Pond. Don't worry, you don't have to laugh, because it's not funny. Now there's anything else in this game. It's just full of James Bond fish puns, and none of them are funny. And I'd be okay with that if this were a fun game to play. Since it's not, all I have to focus on are puns. There's a level called From 3 Mile Island with Love. It's like they weren't even trying. Like, that's not even a pun! I suppose James Pond is considered a platformer, but like a platformer with only the water levels, you know, because the water levels, those are always the best levels. Fucking Acorn Archimedes. Anyway, you swim around, and generally, you fetch quest. Whether it's keys, dynamite, fish, gold bars, whatever, you're mostly fetching shit. Because fetch quests and swimming levels, famously popular things. Hey, why don't we make a game that combines those two things with really terrible puns? Like, that'll be the whole game. And there you go. The rest is history. And awful gameplay. History and awful gameplay. Now, I will say this though. I've played the Game Boy Advance version of the sequel, James Pond 2. Yes, there's a James Pond 2, and guess what? It's called Codename Robocod. Not even f***ing kidding. Anyway, I've played that one too. And to be fair, this one actually plays much better. The other one's a disaster. This one's just like a terrible accident. Like with the appropriate grieving, you'll get over it. It at least has that going for it. Actually, one of the things that makes this one more tolerable is that it basically uses the bubble mechanic. You fire bubbles at your enemies, that traps them, and then once you pop them, they turn into crazy random items that give you points. So, basically, bubble underwater, which is actually kind of awesome. Problem is, the controls are as floaty and imprecise as they are in the sequel, and the missions are so incredibly boring, you get tired of playing within minutes. So, it's a good idea, with bad execution, and around it, bad design. There's so much about this game that's just totally random and meaningless. Like, there's crap everywhere. Footwear, explosives, fruits, vegetables, chewing gum, musical instruments, skeletal remains. Like, why? What am I even collecting? And why? And not only that, freaking thing's frustrating as hell. Your actual objectives are always unclear. The game glitches out constantly. Oh, and there are these warp points all over the place, but there are so many, you just run into them, and you end up warping to these places you've never even been to, and you didn't even want to. It's like forced warping, and I mean, like, I have rights, you know? I don't know. I guess this is just a series that I don't get. It's not funny. It's not fun. It's not even made well. The music makes your head hurt. The game looks awful. And the design manages to be aimless, confused, and frustrating. Like, all at the same time. Which is kind of impressive, actually. James Pond is crappy game design on a truly impressive scale. I mean, when it comes to boring you, this game kind of reinvents the whale. And to his credit, James Pond, he plays it coy when it comes to his accomplishments. He's willing to give the credit to someone else. He's just happy for the opportunity. It's James Pond Underwater Agent for the SEGA Genesis. And thanks to Corey from Nashville, Tennessee for sending it in.